I'm Miles.
I'm Kobe.
And we're the Boys from the Low, episode 1. So today we're going to be getting into some college football takeaways. We got Georgia State, we got Colorado, LSU, Duke, and then Alabama and Texas next week. And we're going to get into some NFL too. And today I want to start it off by talking about Georgia State's game last week against Rhode Island. Marcus Carroll had 3 touchdowns, 120 on the ground. He had a really big day, seemed like the best offensive player on the field. Darren Grenier was efficient, 16 for 20. But in my opinion, he was throwing the ball away sometimes when plays weren't there. He was kind of forcing it to receivers that weren't the best reads, but he got the job done. And Gavin Pringle was the best player on GSU's defense. I remember him having a big hit in the first half that really caught my attention. In the second half, he ended up getting a pick six, so he really made his impact on the field. And if they keep that up, I think they should be good this week against UConn. So now with Colorado and Prime. So, I mean, the whole country is talking about Travis Hunter and Dylan Edwards, Shedeur Sanders, and Deion Sanders. And, I mean, rightfully so because, I mean, they took the world by storm week 1 against a nationally ranked TCU team being the unranked out of the Pac-12. So, what are your thoughts about Colorado this week?
I ain't going to hop on the Colorado train, but I already knew what was going on when Deion made the switch. And I remember when Travis made the switch to HBCU, people saying he's not going to do this, he's not going to do that. Making that switch if he ever come to FCS, FBS, and a real, how people say a real D1 college. Travis Hunter is Travis Hunter. Shedeur Sanders. You put in the work, you put in time. Also with Deion Sanders, we all know who Deion Sanders is. We see him coach at the high school level, and he see him make transition to the college level. I expect them to have a great above 500 season, and with 2 Heisman candidates in Travis and Shedeur. And let's not sleep on the running back errors. We also had a big game making explosive plays. So do you think this week against Nebraska at home they're gonna get their first home win? Yeah, I think they beat Nebraska. Once again, they got Nebraska beat. They have the Colorado under, and them taking the loss. They got a 58.6 in Nebraska beating Colorado. So I think Colorado come out with another home win. I think Colorado could go on a win streak for the next maybe 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, I think personally, I don't really see them struggling until they got to get to USC. And USC is nice because everybody knows about Caleb Williams, reigning Heisman champion. And I think Caleb's going to give them that first L because realistically, Colorado looked weak on the offensive and defensive line. They look a little soft in the trenches. TCU was really pushing. I think that at one point they had 19 rushes for 189 yards in the second half. That's 10 yards a pop. And if you do that against USC and Caleb Williams, they're going to put points on you all day. So I think that if they don't get that defense worked out, I don't think they'll win the Pac-12, but I think they'll definitely be contenders. And if the season goes on and they get better at that, then Colorado might be in national championship contention, in my opinion, because I don't think anybody's stopping their skill position players. So
what do you have Colorado record?
I'll probably say 9-3. I definitely don't see them beating USC, realistically. And then they're going to have to play Oregon and Utah. I think they'll probably split those. So that's 2 losses. And they might catch another one here or there, just an off week or something. So I'll say 9-3, 10-2. Definitely get a good bowl game in for sure. You turn the program around, going from 1 win to a bowl game. So
I go 10-2. I go 11-1. I do see them upsetting USC if they go on to winning streak. I see their egos up. I see their confidence up. I see Deion having the team up. So I definitely see Colorado taking on USC. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be a very close game. But I do see that D-line can get better or create penetration to Caleb Williams. Make him throw. All you need, and I told you this the other day, you get 1 to 2 mistakes from a quarterback.
But that's the thing, is Caleb gonna mess up your reigning Heisman.
Yo, cool. Every quarterback mess up. You got Pat Mahomes in the NFL mess up.
Yeah, but he ain't playing Colorado's defense.
It's cool. You play Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter make plays.
Okay.
Travis Hunter make plays. Okay. You might try to avoid Travis Hunter the way.
Yeah, you got to go opposite side.
And then you go to TCU. The boy didn't get tired. The boy stayed on the field.
And then he snaps. No,
he had multiple steps, over 100 yards with a pick.
Yeah.
So
You're right.
I have USC, but I also undefeated season. I see them maybe taking a loss to like Utah. UCLA. I
like Oregon. UCLA.
I like them on UCLA, but you know, it's in football. Yeah. Everybody has a shocking win.
That's what I'm saying.
You take on the big teams, you might get to a low team and be like, they really just beat them. But it happens to everybody. So I think Colorado 11-1, 10-2. I don't see 9-3. I don't see them getting 3 losses this year.
Okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. All right, so secondly, the Duke game, man. Clemson's is, I don't know. It's like ever since Trevor Lawrence left, DJ wasn't that. He went to Oregon State. He bought out this week though, so maybe Clemson's the problem. But 28-7 against a basketball school, I don't know. It's not good looks. You're number 9 in the country losing to an unranked Duke. Coach K not even there no more. You can't say, like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't have in any program, they don't have any type of longevity that really gives you that respect. So I don't know. What do you think Clemson's problem is? What's the answer to that?
I like DJ when he was there. I don't think DJ was necessarily the problem. I don't think he was no Trevor Lawrence nor Deshaun Watson. I will say that. But DJ did show when he was at Clemson. I remember Trevor Lawrence went out. They went in against that game. I forgot who it was. DJ did show star talent. So I ain't necessarily say DJ was the problem at Clemson, but I do think some calls that was made against that Duke squad on the offensive side was very questionable on certain things, down the distance. I think that needs to be looked at as a coach's side.
I think more so down the distance and play calling. I think their quarterback just missed a lot of throws. I remember watching that game, and 2, 3, 4 times he has a receiver over the middle or on the sideline. He just floats it over him.
But if you have a quarterback that, now their run game in the first quarter was great.
Yeah,
But if you have a quarterback, now mind you, before that, I want to say he had 200 yards one game. He had 3-something another game.
Yeah.
He's over 270 yards the past 2 games. Duke quarterback, if we go to the bet over and under, Duke quarterback was like 186.
Yeah.
He went way over. If you have a Clemson quarterback that you know that you can throw it and then you have to run it, you got to expand that offense a little more, especially if you believe that Clemson is better than Duke. Clemson's ranked at number 9.
They were 9.
They were 9 before that. So you got the quarterback. You got to expand the ball out.
I mean, I agree with you, but I don't think Clemson's that anymore. I feel like now Clemson's kind of like you harped on Deshaun and Trevor Lawrence. We all know what they were, but I don't think they're that anymore. In my opinion, I don't know if they can get back to it.
That is looking on the offensive side of the ball. Look at DBs. Some of them DBs was looking a little.
That's true.
How we say chicken. They were looking a little chicken out there. I'm just saying.
I think Clemson got this. The rest of this year is going to be big because nobody's perfect. They're going to lose a game. How are they going to bounce back? And I think realistically, I don't think it's going to look good for them. I honestly like North Carolina out the ACC over Clemson this year. So we'll see how that goes.
I said for Clemson, you just take a rebuild year. Just take what you got to take. Everybody needed one time. Just take a rebuild year.
Okay.
See how this season goes. You see if it's the quarterback. You see if it's the DBs. At the end of the day, it's Clemson. Clemson never had a bad recruiting class.
That's true.
So
it's the talent. Is it going to perform?
It's at the end of the day, it is Clemson. So you just go. You get on your recruiters. You just go recruit at the end of the day.
Okay.
If you can go out, I say they can go out with over 500. Might not be a pretty over 500, but they can go with over 500 season. You can get some recruits coming in.
That's true.
Because at the end of the day, it is Clemson.
And people want to play for Dabo.
It's Clemson. At the end of the day, Dabo Swinney, the lineage they have to go into the league, in the day is Clemson. That's like you're saying. You could say going into the LSU versus Florida State game. That was a big upset.
Man.
Big upset.
I wouldn't even say it was a big upset the way that they won.
It was a big upset. You don't lose like more than 20, man.
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying like Florida State beating LSU is not an upset. But for them to be down at halftime, I think it was 17-14 at halftime. Florida State was down. The final score was 24-45. That I don't know what happened in the second half.
But it's an upset because the amount of points it was.
Yeah.
You let's say they won by a touchdown or 3 points.
Yeah. We
ain't calling it upset. We gonna call it a hard-fought game. You ain't getting blown out. LSU ain't been the same.
Well, honestly, in my opinion, I mean, other than Joe Burrow, what has LSU really been?
LSU always had something. I mean, if they wasn't the top, they was here.
Okay, and I think week 1 was rough. I think they can still be here though.
They are, but it's never been like
except for Joe Burrow. That's what I'm saying. Joe Burrow
like last year, we surprised to be Alabama. Even though Alabama was shaky.
Yeah.
LSU, since Joe Burrow, you ain't never really talked about it.
Yeah.
They haven't got Coach O no more, and I love the era when Coach O was there.
Yeah.
But LSU is still here. in sort of say, but you don't expect them to lose to no Florida State.
But that's the thing. I think that's more so about Florida State than it is LSU. I don't think that lowers LSU. I think that's Florida State showing we're back in national championship contention.
It lowers LSU because the amount of points LSU lost.
Okay, nah, that's true. Like, it was a bad showing, but I think it's more credit to Florida State than it is like.
It's great credit to Florida State. You just beat LSU. It's great credit. You beat an LSU team that ain't had too many changes to go into the league nor transfers.
Yeah.
But you beat a team that beat the Alabama team last year.
Jordan Travis was spectacular in the second half.
So yeah, it's not no discredit to Florida State. That's a hell of a job with them. The discredit is you shouldn't lose that many points,
especially up at half
to Florida State. With you being up, that's a discredit to LSU. Any team that wins deserve their credit.
So in the second half, do you think it's more of a, if we're picking more of a great performance by Florida State or more of a letdown by LSU?
It's both.
If you had to do. That's my thing. I'm going to go Florida State did what they were supposed to do. LSU did disappoint, but I got to get at Florida State.
I mean, I give it to Florida State because you're down 17-0 and you come back. So yeah, it's a great performance. But at the same time, like in football, you look at it as kind of both.
Yeah.
Because like in basketball, you look at it as Steph Curry, LeBron woke up second half when the dropped 16 in the fourth quarter.
You can't do that in football.
You can't do that in football. So it's a letdown because how do you give up 17 points? You up 17-0. How do you give that up to Florida State? But it's a great Florida State because you come in the locker room, you give your great speech, you make your corrections, you come back, you win the game.
Yeah.
So in football, it's both. Great credit to the win. It's always a great credit to the winning team, unless it's already tied. If you're coming back, it's a great credit to the winning team. But when it comes to LSU, it's discredit them because you should, even if you let them up, you shouldn't only score another touchdown and they go to 40.
Yeah, like even if you lose, you can't lose like that.
You can't lose like that. Not to LSU team with LSU team with LSU lineage.
Yeah, because they were ranked 5, right?
They was ranked somewhere. I don't know exact ranking. I think
LSU.
I don't know the exact ranking.
I think LSU was 5 and Florida State was 8, so that's supposed to be a little bit better than that.
And Colorado's 22 now.
Yes. And I want to say earlier, I said North Carolina won the ACC. I forgot about Florida State. Florida State got it for sure. The way Clemson played, I don't think anybody can. Florida State might go undefeated in the ACC.
I like Florida State. Florida State became sneaky. They just went and got transfers.
Yeah.
They just went and got transfers. And I like Florida State because they just came out sneaky.
Yeah. And so now into next week, we got Bama and Texas. So Bama's got a lot of question marks at the quarterback position. They didn't name their starter until the week before the season because Nick Saban, for whatever reason, didn't want to. And I feel like that kind of says something about the state of Alabama right now because I feel like year in, year out, you know what Bama brings to the table. You know, like, they're that team. And this year, I don't really get that vibe anymore. So, do you think...
I get it.
I don't think they're...
I got Bama in the 90s, baby. I got Bama in the 90s.
Okay, so Bama, Georgia, you got Bama?
I got Bama. I say this. Both teams, and let's add Texas in there because that's what they're playing.
Okay.
Texas, Bama, and Georgia. I watched both of them 3 games.
Well, okay, I think Texas on a different level, but okay.
Both of them, you can't say Texas on a different level. Not right now because last year...
I'm saying a lower. Like, I think Bama, Georgia up here, Texas.
Yeah, what I'm saying, adding Texas in there. Texas went toe-to-toe with Bama. So
that's true.
That's true. There's a different level comparing them, you're right. But you got to put them, not on the same level. They're playing here. Okay. Because you still went, and then you go back to that Alabama lineage, or not Alabama, the Nick Saban lineage of Steve Sarkisian being the head coach.
We talked about that. The coaching tree from Bama is deep.
He's deep. Even with Kirby Smart, he was a DC. Yeah. Steve Sarkisian, he was the OC. So I think Bama, Texas, and Georgia, both of them all look shaky. First quarter, first half, against the teams they're supposed to. I looked at Texas. I'm thinking, all right, Texas.
They played Rice, right?
Yeah, Texas. Let's see this. It was 3-0. Rice got a field goal. Now, Texas came back and whooped Rice, but
coming out the gates, it was
coming out the gate. It was. I'm saying the same thing for Bama and Georgia. Coming out the gate, like I think before half or second quarter, Georgia was like 14-0 to who they were playing.
But you're supposed to, if you're in Georgia, you're supposed to be.
Yeah, it's certain teams. I should be beating you 38-0 probably before the second quarter even ends going into half.
Okay.
So I do say both teams look shaky because you got to think about it. You say Alabama looks this. Georgia also looks, they don't got the quarterback no more. They have Brett Bowser. A great guy, great tight end. I love him. But you go back to that Alabama Texas game, I just think it comes to this because of the Nick Saban lineage.
I can live with that.
Steve Sarkisian, I think he was the one that just want to say, I want to beat Nick. And in the day, you don't make it by yourself as a coach, but you always got a personal goal as a coach. In the day, I want to beat Nick. So do I think Alabama's going to lose to Texas? No. Do I think it's going to be a great game? Yes, just because the blood that's in it.
Okay.
And I do have Alabama winning the Natties.
Okay. I can agree to that, and I also would say, I think pretty much everyone can agree Nick Saban's the best college coach in the game right now, if not all time.
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
I think in football, coaching matters more than any other sport. Like, they have a direct impact. With basketball, I can get LeBron. I can get KD, Steph, Clay throwing out there.
Anybody can go hot. You can get Pat Mahomes to go hot in the NFL. But in the day, you got to have great play calling, great coaching.
So I feel like with that, Nick Saban is probably going to get the dub this weekend against Texas. I think it's going to be I think maybe a 3-point game or a game with a field goal or something. And again, personally,
I have a touchdown.
I don't know about Jalen Milroe. He's not bad for sure.
I like Jalen.
I don't know about Jalen.
I like Jalen.
I think this week is going to show me a lot. I think if he can go in and beat Texas, and we look at him and say he had a great game, he had a Bryce Young type of game, because Bryce Young and Ben, we know what he was. If he can live up to that type of, Jalen Hurts, Bryce Young, Tua type of expectation, then
this is what I like about all quarterbacks from Alabama. For you to go to Alabama, yes, it's Alabama. Yes, you're like the number 1 school, number 4 school. Depending, you always top 4.
You top 5. You top 5 for sure. Yeah.
Always going into Alabama as a quarterback, you will always have my respect. Because the lineage you're taking you're living up to some big names.
And that's what I'm saying. To me, I'm not saying Jalen won't. He hasn't showed me yet. Is he that? I don't know.
See, that's the thing, though. You looking at, is he that? The thing is, he's coming after Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Tua.
Bryce Young. Okay, Mac Jones.
It's not Mac Jones. It's not the thing that, is he that? Is, are we giving him the credit or the time for him to be that?
Okay.
Because the people that he's coming after. We don't give quarterbacks to Alabama that.
And see, that's the thing. I agree to an extent it's unfair. They're so good. Alabama's so good every year that we hold them on a short leash. They make one mistake. But we can't take that away from, we can't use that as an excuse not to be.
Not to be, because you chose to go into that.
Exactly, so now
but I'm saying, we can't just not discredit him too early. Because he got the legs, he makes good reads. Some can be better.
Okay, and then got the athleticism.
But he has what it takes to be D or A Alabama quarterback.
And that's what I'm saying. Okay, we're saying we can't discredit him too early. He makes some pretty good reads that can be better. He's got that athleticism, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, we see the potential this week against Texas. Is that the top 10 matchup? Top 10, top 11 matchup? Go prove it. That's all I'm saying. I want to see. I want to see him get it done.
Yeah.
And then after this week, I'm saying right now I'm on the fence. After this week, I have a sure answer. Jalen Milroe is or is not that guy.
I think Jalen Milroe gonna be. I don't want to say he's gonna be the guy, but he's gonna be the. I don't think he's gonna be that conversation of Matt Jones or Bryce Young, because come after Bryce Young. We knew Bryce Young was.
Yeah, Bryce Young number 1 pick.
Come out number 1 pick. Coming after high school, he was I think the number 1 quarterback in the nation. Coming out of that California. Yeah. So it's Bryce Young. We knew who Bryce Young was. Did you know who Matt Jones was?
Nah.
So you know who Jalen Milroe was?
Right.
It's just you come out of that lineage. Matt Jones became.
He became him at Bama.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And it went to the club at the
Patriots. Going to do that.
I think he is.
We gonna see.
I think he is. He's more athletic than Matt Jones.
I mean, yeah, we gotta make the throws. I'm not saying he can't. You gotta make them.
You can make those. He make those. It's questionable read, but he can make those. And he can make the athleticism.
Athleticism. I can't understand that.
Jalen Hurts sometimes didn't make deep throws, but he made the athleticism.
Okay, and then you're not wrong, but he had to transfer out because it's not what Ben was looking for. Again, he was still him, but that's not what Ben was looking for. He had to transfer out of Oklahoma because they wanted to.
Can't necessarily argue with that.
And that's what I'm saying. So, are we looking at Jalen now? They're trying to find the next Tua because he's not. You know what I'm saying? I think Jalen Milroe's good, but I don't know if he's Bama's guy. But I hope he proves me wrong.
I think that's a whole other debate for a whole other topic. Stay tuned. We got debate 2 against Jalen Hurts next time. Let's get into the next topic.
All right. So now we're gonna transition into the NFL. Season starts tomorrow with the Chiefs and the Lions. So, Travis Kelce hyperextended his knee, looking questionable right now. So, do you think that you can get that done without Travis?
Yes, the Chiefs. In days, Patty. Not betting against Pat. Not betting against Pat.
The Lions? I'm not. I like the Chiefs, but I feel like you said that too confidently. I think you're sleeping on the Lions.
I'm not sleeping on the Lions.
I think you're sleeping
on the Chiefs.
I think you're sleeping on the Lions because, look, realistically, the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, we all know Patrick Mahomes is. The Chiefs don't play defense, and the Lions got a great offense. So it's going to come down to who stops who first, which I think the Chiefs will probably get that done, but that's going to be a tight game. That's going to be a one-possession game. Because with no Travis...
Do the Lions have Jake Mobile?
Nah, he got suspended. You got Amon-Ra, you got Jahmyr Gibbs, you got David Montgomery.
You got to see what Jahmyr do?
I ain't worried about Jahmyr. To me, he's Alvin Kamara. Same thing out of them. Like, they play this... when I'm watching Jahmyr Gibbs, I feel like I'm watching Alvin Kamara. And again, he ain't played in the NFL yet, but that's the
I'm not sleeping on the line. I think it'll be a good first game of the season. I think it'll be a good Thursday night game.
Okay.
But who am I to go against Patrick Mahomes?
No, I agree. You telling me put 100 on it, I'm putting it on the Chiefs. But that's going to be a good game. No Chris Jones, no Travis Kelce. They don't have a defense, and they're missing their best weapon. Because now if we're the Lions, right, all you've been practicing the last 2-3 weeks is how are we going to take Travis Kelce out of the game. If Travis Kelce doesn't play, that makes your job so much easier as a defense. It's still going to be difficult because you got Patrick Mahomes, but there's not Travis Kelce to scheme for it. It's so much easier to scheme against Kadarius Toney and Scott Moore and Justin Ross.
But that's how I look at it when it comes to the Chiefs, and this is why I love the Chiefs. I'm a Steelers fan, but I love the Chiefs.
It's hard not to like
when it comes to coaching.
Andy Reid is the best coach.
These boys have circus plays, and I love it. Because even when you think you finna go, okay, I'm going to put this up against double, I'm going to put this up against trips. They come out with a trade formation, I'm going to put this up against trade formation. These dudes do a whole circle ring, circus jump, come out in parade formation. How are you playing against that, bro?
And then the play in the Super Bowl against the Eagles, the motion play where you just sprint back out to that. I've never seen that, and there's nothing the Eagles can do against that.
You can't really plan for that, bro. It's like, I feel like as a DC head coach coming in, are you really planning for a player or players in that situation, or are you going coach against coach?
Nah,
and that's what I love.
Andy Reid will outcoach anybody.
I would love a coach against coach. And I love Andy Reid, but we gotta give some credit to the OC too, man.
But that's what I was saying though, Eric Bieniemy's not there anymore.
Yeah, but even the OC that's coming in now.
We don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
He's with Andy Reid though.
True.
So you get Andy Reid, like you said, Andy Reid's the best coach in the field that you just said.
Yeah.
Andy Reid talks to you. Everybody not there no more. Cool. But you still have that Chiefs playbook with Andy Reid.
And Patrick Mahomes. Too.
And Pat Mahomes.
You got the best coach, best
Travis might not be out. But when you didn't say Travis off the team, he still got the knowledge. Hey, we still got this, and this. Travis is a leader. Now you tell the next tight end up, hey man, when this happens, you look for this.
Okay, but that's true, but he's not gonna be Travis. He's not gonna make the play.
I don't expect him to be Travis. I expect Travis just to help him out.
Help him where we going.
Yeah, as the coach, you take the pressure off.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, you're in the NFL now.
Okay.
You gotta step up. Put your big boy drawers on. You made it to the league. You better be ready. If I get hurt, you better be the next man up, and you better go ahead and handle my job. You might not be me at my job, but you better be you at the job.
I agree with you. That's how it should be. But my problem with the Chiefs is, it was Tyreek and Travis, right? Tyreek left, everybody wrote them off, and Travis picked up the slack, and they still got a Super Bowl done. Now, if Travis is hurt for however long, who's going to pick up that slack? Because it was like, Tyreek, Travis, 1-2. All right, it's just Travis. Somebody got to step up. That's all I'm saying. Somebody got to step up.
Yeah, most people, Kadarius can step up. Multiple people can step up. I'm just saying, as the head coach, now you just take you.
All right, so now we're going to get into our NFL division rankings. This year, out the NFC North, I like the Vikings to win that personally. Then I got the Lions in second, Packers third, Bears last. You want to go yours or you want to go?
No, you go your whole thing.
So NFC South, I like the Saints. I don't really see anybody competing with Derek Carr. He's by far the best quarterback in that division. Falcons second, Panthers third, Bucks last. Out the NFC East, Eagles gonna repeat. Nobody's repeated in that division since I think 2006. The Eagles gonna get it done this year. Cowboys second, Giants third, Washington last. NFC West, San Francisco, it's my opinion, to come out the NFC, they're going to win that division. The Rams. People forget about the Rams because Matthew Stafford got hurt and Cooper Kupp got hurt. They're going to make a playoffs as a wild card. They're going to make some noise. They're going to come in second. Seahawks going to miss the playoffs third, and the Cardinals going to be last. AFC. Kansas City and the Chiefs, they're going to win that division every year. Patrick Mahomes is healthy. They're first. Chargers second. They're going to make a wild card. The Broncos and Russell Wilson, they might make a wild card spot, but they're going to be third in that division. Raiders last. Jaguars going to win that division. Trevor Lawrence going to walk with that. The Titans, second. Maybe a wild card push, maybe not. Colts third. Texans might go 0-17. They're terrible. AFC North. The Ravens are going to beat the Bengals out. Bengals 2, Browns 3. Sorry, Kobe, but I got Steelers last.
Okay.
And lastly, the AFC East. I like the Bills to beat out the Jets for that division title. But if they see each other in the playoffs, I think the Jets will have to figure it out by then to get that done. Dolphins third. They're going to miss the playoffs. Hot take. Trust me on that. Dolphins are not going to make the playoffs, and the Patriots are going to finish last. What's yours? Anything?
I'm going to speed through mine right here. I'm going to go Steelers first.
Nah.
I'm going to go Steelers first.
That's crazy.
Steelers, Bengals, Ravens, Browns. AFC East, I'm going to go Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Patriots.
Bills, Jets,
Don't sleep on Tua, man. Don't sleep on Tua, man.
Not going to make the playoffs.
AFC South, give me Jaguars, Titans, Colts, Texans.
Okay.
AFC West, give me KC, Chargers. I think Russ can have bounce back here. Give me KC, Broncos, Chargers.
So better than the Chargers?
I think Russ is finna come back. When there's Wilson, there's a way. I think Russell is finna show y'all that he's back. He can become a player of the year. I think Russell finna show that he's back.
He's not like that.
NFC North, give me. I just like Fields, man. Give me. You know what? I'm gonna go underdog here. Give me Bears, Vikings, Lions, Green Bay. Give me a personal opinion. I think Justin Fields is gonna show y'all that he's him.
Justin Fields.
I think Justin Fields.
He might have had the best year as a quarterback in that division, but the Bears are trash.
Give me the Bears. I'm gonna go sleeper. If I had to go anything else, then you can give me Vikings, Lions, Bears. I like Jordan Love. I like what the Packers
I'm a Packers fan, so this kind of hurts to hear.
But I'm gonna put the Packers last. It's just not the same Packers we're not used to seeing. If we go NFC East, let's go. I agree with you. Let's go Eagles. Let's go Eagles, Cowboys. I'm gonna go Reds. Not Reds. I'm sorry guys. Commanders, Giants.
They're not gonna be better.
NFC South. I'm gonna go
the Saints. It's gotta be the Saints.
Let's go Bryce. I'm gonna go Panthers, Saints, Falcons, Bucks. No, I'm sorry. Bucks, Falcons.
I don't like the Falcons finishing last on that division. I like the Bucks. I don't trust Baker Mayfield or whoever comes out that quarterback.
Yeah, I don't like Baker either, but I just
more than Atlanta.
Falcons. If we're going first half, then yeah, Falcons can win the whole Super Bowl if they want to. Falcons last, man. We can't. Man, hey man, Falcons as a Atlanta person. We love you. Shout out my boy AP is a Falcon fan. Cameraman Dub. But hey man, Falcons going last. NFC West. Gotta go 49ers.
Yeah.
The only option way. Let's go 49ers. Man, they wrote me off. I ain't running back. 49ers, Seahawks, LA Cardinals. They wrote me off.
Okay, so
I ain't running back.
So with the Rams, how do you feel about that?
I like the Rams. I think the Rams are slept on. Don't know about that one.
I think they do.
I don't know. I ain't saying they not gonna make it, but I don't know if they're going to. I say 50-50.
I
year.
I feel like they won a Super Bowl, right? They came back. It was a lot of injury. Now Ramsey's gonna hurt. Ramsey being gone is gonna hurt.
But the thing with the Rams is, man, is Ramsey gonna hurt?
Okay, so if he's not gonna hurt, why can't they make it back to the playoffs? Because you still got Donald, you still got Cup.
Even in the Super Bowl, in the Super Bowl, it was shaky.
Okay, that's right. And then what?
Because is Ramsey gonna hurt? I'm a big Ramsey fan. That's probably my favorite DB other than Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
But in the Super Bowl, we see what Chase was doing to that boy.
But that's Jamar Chase, though. That's the best. In my opinion, next 10 years, you need a receiver. Jamar Chase over Justin Jefferson. That's the guy.
I'm going Jay Jettis. like I said,
We'll get into that.
tune into the next podcast. We get into that player debates. But yeah, it's Jamar. But at the same time, bro, do you really need Ramsey?
Okay, so if you don't need them, why can't they make the playoffs? Because Matthew Stafford's arm messed up, Coop hamstring messed up, Aaron Donald stopped playing. They all come back. Who's stopping them?
That's cool and all, but let's go Stafford. Is Stafford a top 10 quarterback? If he is, he's a bottom 10.
When if he plays how he did in that playoff run, yes. And if he does that, they'll make the playoffs.
But this is how we gotta think about it. Cooper, other than Cooper, who is done the offense?
It don't matter.
What you mean don't matter?
Okay, Tyler Higbee and Cam Akers.
Have you not seen the DBs lately?
Tyler Higbee.
You got Sauce Gardner, Stephon Gilmore,
right.
J.C. Horn, when Ramsey come back, Jair Alexander.
Okay.
You better have
Coop
something.
is frying all of them. Respectfully.
Coop is frying.
Yes.
J.C. Horn,
Yes.
Patrick Surtain, Jair Alexander.
He won a
So what? So Cooper is what? In your wide receiver, top 10, top 5?
Top 5. Listen. He won a triple crown, right? Number 1, touchdowns, yards, and catches, right? When he came back last year, the first half of the season, he was second behind. He was only behind Justin Jefferson. When he plays, nobody's messing with him. His stats.
So you think he's cooking all of them
Yes.
with a good defense?
Yes.
So when a good D-line comes against Stafford,
Now that's different. You talking about corners? If a D line
the D-line gives to him, the corner can pick that off. Who ready for this fry everybody?
There's a difference between pressure getting to the quarterback and Coop getting locked up.
If Matthew stays the whole time,
yeah, then Coop is gonna produce. Dude,
I don't think he's gonna produce, but he's not gonna have a big game. He's not gonna beat the team by himself.
He had big games. No, they might not win games, but we're talking about Coop in particular. He had big games the last 2 years. Every time he goes out,
see him. I don't see
so
him.
he didn't get a triple crown.
He did. I'm not discrediting
So what's
that,
different?
but I don't. With nowadays DBs, I gonna say I don't like Sauce. I think he's a little overhyped. He deserved all his credit. I just think, everybody gonna say all DBs hold. I think he hold a little too much. But I personally, I ain't gonna say I think he's a little overhyped, but I do like Sauce as a player, as his demeanor. He's a cool dude. You can't really hate him.
He got everybody to come.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. You can't really hate that guy. But I give him his credit. Sauce, Woodman, Patrick Surtain,
Jair
Alexander.
Xavier Howard.
Let's not give Xavier Howard. Let's not forget about Rams. Let's not forget about Stephon Gilmore. It's not. I give the Trayvon Diggs. What's a dude in ATL? AJ Terrell.
Yeah.
He's pretty okay. That's just a lot of DBs. Tre'Davious White. Let's just keep on going.
Right.
And if you game plan for this guy
right.
You game plan for one receiver.
Right.
You can't game plan for the Seattle Bengals.
That's the thing. When they won the Super Bowl, he was the only receiver.
Now in the beginning and towards the end, yes.
No. In the beginning, yes. They got Odell. Then it was him and Odell.
The Super Bowl.
Right, no.
Your topic was the Super Bowl.
No.
Odell was finna go win
No,
MVP.
what I'm saying is that he won a triple crown the whole year. The beginning of the year, he was the only receiver. The whole defense is new. Guard him. They couldn't guard him.
But your first point was Super Bowl.
No, I'm talking about the Super Bowl year. I'm saying he won the
Super Bowl year.
Like the whole year, defenses know guard Cooper Kupp. He still won the triple crown. Odell takes pressure off of him. Okay. In the Super Bowl, Odell got hurt. Who won Super Bowl MVP?
I just don't see Cooper Kupp right. But I just don't see Coop doing this to all these DBs.
Why?
You say you're cooking them. I don't think Coop's a top 5 receiver.
So what more do you have to do to win a triple crown? If you win a triple crown,
I'm not discrediting the triple crown. I just don't think Coop's a top 5 receiver.
So if a dude win a triple crown, he's not top 5.
I don't think he's top 5.
How much more you got to do?
I'm like he's top 10.
But so I'm saying you lead the league in catches, yards, and touchdowns. How much more you got to do to be top 5?
Great job. Pat Mahomes got to do how much more to be better than Tom Brady?
Do it for longer.
That's all you got to do? You do it for longer?
Yeah.
Tell Coop to do it for longer.
He's 29, 30.
Give me another season.
And that's what I'm saying. I think he's going to give you another
Is he better than Stephon Gilmore?
Stephon Gilmore? Or Diggs?
No, I'm sorry. He's better than Stephon Diggs.
Yes.
He's better than Stephon Diggs.
Because how many times?
Is he better than Devontae Adams?
No.
Is he? That's a bias for the goddamn Packers fans.
No.
That's a bias for the Packers fan babies.
I'll tell you who he's not better
than.
Is he
better
better
than
than he's top 5. I'll tell you who he's not.
So you do you have him at 5? Or do you have him at? Okay, so
This is top 5 in order. I'll say Jefferson, even though I think Chase will be better. Jefferson, Adams, Chase, Kupp, Hill. Diggs is 6.
Stephon Diggs is 6?
Yeah.
In the podcast.
What has Diggs done?
No, I'm playing. Oh, yeah, go.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the top 5. All right, so here's the question. So you're going that Triple Crown. Mm-hmm. Mind you basing everything off one season.
No, I'm not. Let me tell you how I'm not. Because, again, look up the stats. Last year, until him and Matthew Stafford got out, he was on pace to do the same thing. Again.
On pace?
Yes.
But you're still going off 1 year.
No.
A lot of guys be on pace.
Okay,
You
so
can say D-Hop don't get suspended, he on pace.
So what I'm saying is, from Kupp, beginning of 2021 season through week 9, so those 27 games, so he's the best receiver in the game.
Are we going to discredit what some of these boys did? Let's go D-Hop, Diggs. Let's go.
Right. Okay. Look.
Jay Jettis.
Okay. Right.
Jay Jettis. What was he? The #1 player this year?
Yeah. He's #1. I said Jay Jettis.
Okay, so that's 3 guys, and Cooper's your 4.
And we can let me
go Hill.
I don't have Hill ahead of him.
I got Hill ahead of him.
Let me use Diggs as an example, or Hill, either one. Again.
Wait, so you got Hill in front of Diggs?
Yes. Again, let me use this as an example. The Super Bowl season, right? The Triple Crown season, through those first 8 weeks last year, I think it was. Any 27 game sample size, any 17 game sample size, I promise you can look it up. Diggs, Hill, none of their numbers are better than in any 17 game sample size than what Cooper Kupp did. I promise you. So what I'm saying is, and Diggs got Josh Allen, Hill got Tua and Patrick Mahomes, and no knock against Matthew Stafford, he's not them. So,
question.
At what
you
point,
don't like Tua, but you gonna give him the credit?
You like Tua. You don't want to argue. Okay, then don't say Tua. Patrick Mahomes. Cooper Kupp has a better sample size than any of them at any point in their career. So what I'm saying is,
Cooper Kupp is also the only receiver, arguably, to get the freaking ball.
Okay.
So you can't use quarterbacks when you're the only receiver.
Right. And you're talking about DBs are going to scheme that up. And they didn't. They haven't.
No, I said these newer day DBs.
It was 2 years ago.
Yeah. And guess how better the DBs have got.
Okay, and what I'm saying is Cooper Kupp is going to still do the same shit.
He's not doing the same thing. He's not. He come back this year, he's not doing the same thing. Hey man, we're going to wrap it up today. We're going up on time. In the comment section, you let me know, Diggs or Kupp.
If you know ball, you know who to vote for. That's all I got to say.
Yeah,
that's all
Diggs. All right, guys, we're boys from Low on Kobe Cole.
Miles, MK.
Catch you later.